my level of disdain for remote work is through the roof.
We were kind of like hybrid now, but I don't know, Chris, Courtney, what are your feelings about
Well, I
hybrid
think
work?
it's starting to trend backwards. I mean, I even noticed this if you go on the train or the subway in the middle of the week. I mean, it is packed again because everybody's back in the office. And a lot of these big companies are starting to mandate that.
The irony is the greatest beneficiary of that are not the companies or the managers. It's actually the younger people.
100%.
I don't think they look at it that way.
Well, we're seeing it too because we do have all these Gen Z interns now, and we make them come in twice a week. They sit in the conference room together. But man, the exchanging of ideas, they have so much more fun when they're working together and coming up with strategies. They come up with cool stuff every week. And I think you're right. Like, there's a disservice to like this whole generation not to be in the office and not to experience that, because collaborative work is always the best work in my opinion.
I'm going to make it, so there's the theory of that, but I'm going to make it really real, right? Think about it this way. No, but think about it this way, right? Like, just making it real is do you know how many times I would be walking to a conference room and I would just grab somebody junior who is really impressive to me and be like, just come and sit in on this meeting.
That's so cool. And you had huge offices. I used to go visit you.
Huge
and
offices.
It was like before the pandemic. I mean, it would be Versus office would be here and be just a sea of people out there. All creative, so all dressed really cool.
At our height, we were 450 people.
Yeah, and I went to see you when you were at that.
And I will tell you, but in live meetings, you will have 2 to 3 to 4 additional people that get exposed to intelligent, challenging, high-level, strategic conversations. But here's the thing is, what doesn't happen on Zoom? You don't invite non-essential people. So all those 2, 3, 4 people I just referenced that got that exposure will never get that exposure on Zoom.
And Zoom is just like, and you know this too, Chris, like, I mean, we talk about this all the time. It's like, even with seeing clients, like, it's just not the same. Going out to someone's house is like...
Yeah, making house calls, definitely. Because you see more. You get to know people more. You don't get that in the Zoom.
But also the conversation just foundationally changes because the context is different.
Totally, yeah. Oh, everything's different. I mean, and to go to someone's house or their office,
or even in this podcast, like we do our podcast in person. It's just Dymec is completely different.
Because we used to do it remote and it's not the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Like actually, the first one we did with you was
wildly different. So
yeah,
but this.
I mean,
is
you
my
thought
point
I was charismatic over Zoom, right? It's just
but you use the right word. Is the greatest amount of magic in any business situation, conversation, ideation, creation of anything usually happens from an incidental. And what remote work does is it removes the incident.